Alright. How you guys doing today? Hope everyone's doing good today. What is today? 12, 13, 14, 15. 15th of November. Hope everyone's doing good. I wanted to add a video out there. Do like a review. I haven't done a review in quite some time of movies, but the last one of the bots, unwrapping boxes of 4-pack I did. I got like a Paranormal Activity 3, and I wanted to kind of talk about my my review on those movies and everything like that. So I just wanted to take time out of that and trying to add some more videos and everything to the channel and review wise. But anywho, I saw the first Paranormal. I saw the first Paranormal Activity when it came in the theater. Let me stop interrupting myself. I'm known to interrupt myself, so I'm sorry about that, but I'll start over. Let me start from the beginning here. There is, technically, they're coming out with an 8th Paranormal Activity. So they came out with 6 movies and dealing with the same set of family, except for the spinoff. There's actually 5 movies in a spinoff. The spinoff was the marked ones, and the spinoff, the 5 movies dealt with the same family. Spinoff was part of the original time frame, the original family. And I noticed that there was a movie that came out, I think last year. It was called Next of Kin, and I haven't seen it yet. But and I'll tell you, I kind of tell you why I haven't seen it here in a second, as I go over everything. I first, the 7th and 8th movie are like sequels, but they have like really very few connections to the other 6 films, except for I think they use the same. Kind of, there's if you know the movie, they're being stalked by, well, I'll get to it, they're stalked by a demon, and everything like that. Excuse me. So the first movie, Paranormal Activity, came out, I think it came out like 07, but I saw it in 09, but it had a wider release. It was, given a very limited release, actually, where they were only showing it like at midnight at the AMC 30 by my house. And I remember going to see it, and they didn't kick me out. This theater's closed. We went and they were sold out, so we were already there. And we were, a friend of mine and I, we were already there, so we went in and just started watching some other movies. We saw, this is back when Zombieland 1 was out. We saw that Michael Moore, what's that Michael Moore movie about? He was talking about the banking. I can't remember what it's called, but Michael Moore did a documentary about banks and everything like that, the banking system. And once that movie, we saw a bunch of movies. We got out. It was like Paranormal Activity was like halfway through. We went to go see the movie, and I mean, we snuck in, and it was fucking full of people. And there was no. We sat on the stairs, and we saw about 30-45 minutes of the movie. I was like, wow, this is really, that last half hour we thought was great. It was pretty scary. Excuse me. So I think about like a week or so later, we went to go see the whole thing. Of course, the first half on the movie wasn't that, as great as that second half, but we still thought that second half of the movie was, pretty creepy. And then it kind of got out, and I think it got a wider release. And I went to go see it for, I guess third time, but I went to go see it because I was around a few movies that I went to go see where people were like, gasping and screaming and everything like that. And there was a gentleman, makeup artist. His name is Tom Savini, and he's done a lot of movies like Nightmare on Elm Street. Not Nightmare on Elm Street. He did Friday the 13th. He did Night of the Living Dead, which I'm trying to say. He's done a lot of like famous movies and everything. But he said he used to always go into movies that he did, and he always wanted to look at people and watch them as do a evolution of a heart attack, where they would sit there and they'll watch the movie, and then he would know when something was going to come, a big jump scare, and they would jump and scream, which was, I think, was kind of funny because Paranormal Activity, the entire series, at least the first 6 movies, you could tell something was going to happen, and you could tell just there was like a low tone noise, and will let you know when something was going to happen. Hell, it happened when I saw Friday the 13th in the theater. It was at the if you're from Houston or familiar with Houston, back when we had the River Oaks Theater, which closed down like a year and a half ago. I'm hearing reviews of that movie theater may be brought back, which I hope it does. But so anywho, I saw, trying to think where I was at. I'm sorry, Friday the 13th. Yeah, I saw Friday the 13th at River Oaks, and some girls had first time seeing it. They were jumping and screaming. I thought it was, as a filmmaker, I think it's pretty great if you could do that. Maybe somebody do that. Especially a movie like Friday the 13th, which is, I think I saw it at this point in time, I think it was 2017, 2018. So this was, like almost 40 years after the movie was originally released, which I thought was, which was great. It was cool, awesome. And so I went to basically see the other Paranormal Activity movies. Kind of doing that, wanted to see everyone jump. I thought the second and the third one wasn't, really, bad of the movies. I think part 4. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I apologize. Part 4 was, I think they did 1, 2, and 3, and then they may have done 4, and then the spinoff, and then 5 and 6. And they were doing one like every year. They came out in 09, I think 10, 11, 12, 13, and I think up to like 14 or 15, and they stopped. And I think until they did the marked ones. The marked ones was the spinoff. And the spinoff was it. The family was up in I think like Massachusetts or something like that, or somewhere on the East Coast, maybe New York or something like that. They were like in Boston, something like that, and there was a kid in like California or something like that. That was this, was one-off, this spin-off. I think they were dealing with something in California. It was like I said, they were, if you see the movie, you come to find out that this family was stalked by a demon. And that was the whole thing was, long story short, and as you find out, it's like they were this family was part of a witch coven or something like that, and they made a sacrifice to this demon or something. Like the demon gets the first male born, in the family or something like that. And I think that's what they finally had a first male born, or first, maybe it was first female born or something like that, and it was coming for the when it was promised. And there was a lot. I mean, it was great to see people jump and everything like that. But I thought the first overall quality of the movies, I have to go back and see them, because I've only seen, like I said, there's 8 of them. The first set of series, the first, there's 5 plus a spinoff, and then there's 2 others, Next of Kin and something else. But Paranormal Activity, I think I've seen about all the way through twice. I've seen 2.5 times. I saw 2 once, 3 once, 4. I've seen everything else, 1 through 6, about one time, besides number 1. Like I said, I've seen 2 to 3 times. Because I gotta really go back and see them all. So I'm kind of glad I got Paranormal Activity 2 and 3 through the horror pack. Because now I got them, I can sit down and see them. And see how I really feel about it. One thing I was disappointed in number 3 was, of course, sometimes they have all the best stuff in the trailers, and this one they did in part 3 is they set it back in the 80s, and I thought one of the best scenes is the 2 girls they did, Bloody Mary in the restroom. You go in the restroom and lock the door, turn off the lights, and look in the mirror, and whatever, say Bloody Mary in the window or bathroom mirror 3 to 5 times, and it's just supposed to appear like Beetlejuice or something like that. And they ended up in the movie. They ended up doing it, and you see it in the trailer, and they kind of giggled and ran off, and as they were running off, Bloody Mary appears in the mirror, which I thought was cool. I was like, oh, wow, look at that. But then I don't think that in the movie theater, the movie I saw, it didn't happen. I know it didn't happen in the version. A friend of mine said so, because he said that was the coolest thing in the trailer, and it didn't happen. I don't know, so maybe it's in the, I haven't seen this one yet, but I think it's an uncut version, so maybe it's shown in the uncut. The Other Dimension, which was a spinoff, I think it's called the Other Dimension. No, the Chosen Ones. I think it was the Chosen Ones, and then the last one was called Ghostly Dimensions, which I thought could have been really good, because there was like dimension portals and stuff like that. I just thought they were trying too hard, and they could have been better. But the marked ones with the kids out in, excuse me, out in California, was, I thought, somewhat good. Especially they used some kind of form of time travel, which I thought was cool, which was good. But so anyway, well, that's I'm kind of rambling off now, so I'm gonna kind of end it. But that's my so I wanted to do a video about Paranormal Activity. So if you want, man, tell me what you thought in the comments. If you liked them, you hate them. And if you like it, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe. I'm gonna try to start putting more videos out than I am. So I think I'm gonna try to put out maybe at least 2 videos out a week, and all that good stuff. And I hope to see you guys around. All right, you guys take care. Bye.